Hello everyone, this is Miss Taylor. Today we're going to do some baking. We're going to be making some banana pudding. I have my helpers with me, Miss Marley, and Miss Jolene will join us later. We need to wash our hands and wash our counters before we start baking. Now that everything is clean, it is time to get our tools, such as measuring cups, measuring spoons, and our pans and pots ready. My helper got ingredients out for me, such as sugar, flour, salt, vanilla, eggs, milk, wafers, and of course, bananas. We got everything ready. Our hands are clean, our space is clean, we have our tools, we have our ingredients, and we have our recipe handy. It's time to get started. In a saucepan, we add sugar, flour, and salt. We're gonna measure our milk in a measuring glass, and Marlene is gonna pour it in for us. She is very careful around the stove. My helper combines these ingredients with a whisk. In a bowl, I'm going to add 3 eggs. After that, I'm going to use a fork to scramble them all up. On the stove, our mixture is still getting stirred. We're adding the eggs to this mixture to make a custard. Our custard is going to go inside of the banana pudding. To combine our eggs and our mixture together to make the custard, we do something called tempering. With tempering, we take a little bit of that hot mixture and we add it slowly to the eggs. That way we don't cook the eggs too fast and make scrambled eggs. Now that we combined our mixture and our eggs and made a custard, it is time to add our vanilla to it. We measure out our vanilla using teaspoons. Marley gets ready to put it into the mixture. She pours it in very carefully because the stove is hot. Thank goodness her dad's there to help too. Next, we are straining our custard. Some of the egg didn't mix very well because it cooked way too fast. So we're straining out those little bits and pieces. Next, we are setting our timer for 15 minutes. We need to let it cool. Our banana pudding is going to have layers. Marley is placing wafers and bananas as the first layer. And then we're going to take that mixture, that custard, and put it on top. Just like in the classroom, when we're in the kitchen, we need to keep ourselves safe, keep each other safe, and keep our stuff safe. That means never playing with the stove or the microwave, and we shouldn't take things like knives and play with them. We need to be good listeners and make sure when we're helping that we're listening to whoever we're cooking with. Baby's sister decided that she really wanted to help too. She saw that Marley was putting the bananas and wafers in the pan and she wanted to do it with her. But Marley didn't get mad. Do you ever get mad though when a brother or sister tries to do the same thing you do? Or do you let them help? Or do you show them how to do it too? let's check our timer. Let's see if our mixture has cooled. And yes, those are our googly eyes. The custardy mixture has cooled, so we're adding it to a measuring glass. This makes it easier for Marlene to pour. It's getting a little bit thicker as it cools. We add it over the top of the wafers and bananas. And just before we added the custard, we put some cinnamon and honey on it. Next, we're adding some more wafers, some more bananas, and then we're going to add those crushed wafers to the very top too. Now that we have added the very last layer, that crushed wafer to the top, it is time to cover our banana pudding and put it in the fridge. As it cools down, it's going to get thicker and look more like pudding. After a couple of hours, we took our banana pudding out of the fridge. It's set up wonderfully. That custard is thicker and it's ready to eat. Thank you, friends, for joining us. We hope that you're helping in the kitchen at home and you're having lots of fun. We miss you so much. Bye, everyone.